Hey guys, Tony Blade here. I just wanted to give you an update on Daisy Global. A lot of big things have been happening this month. They're actually going on their third year of performance, and they've had a few hiccups, of course, as everybody knows in the beginning, but they've been pretty consistent, and they're a pretty long-lasting platform. And everything that they seem like they're doing right now is just moving to the next stage. Everything seems like it's on track to stay and be a very long-term project, which is great, which was everybody hoped when they decided to go into it originally. But big things that are happening in here is the crowdfunding is going to stop. There's only to the mid-February, then they're not going to take any new investments on that original crowdfunding, the forex and the crypto trading. So if you guys were on the fence about it or you're not sure, your time's kind of running out. They are going to start a new project. I'm not sure what it is going to be yet. They're announcing it in Dubai at the end of February, or at the middle of February, so we'll all see what it is together. But the crowdfunding project that this started with reached its goal and it's full, so they're going to stop it now. So they're going to have the momentum packs. 85% of what you put in is going to be into the trading. They also are trying to repair anything that happened. If you guys bought any of the Daisy tokens that were something to do with uplift, and it really didn't work out the way that they had hoped. There really wasn't any growth at all. It seemed like a big kind of losing proposition. So they realized that, and unlike most other companies, they're actually putting away money on the side just to reimburse people for what they put into that token sale. And like they say in the video, I mean, watch the video to get the full details, but it's very possible that could come around in the bull market that's coming up, but it doesn't look like it. I would not say that. So I'm glad to see them put that money aside so that everybody can be made whole. You might not be able to, you won't make the profit that you hoped you had with buying the tokens, but at least you didn't lose any money either. That's the game plan that's going to be coming out here pretty soon as well. You can read the screens, a couple other things coming out. But the big thing is if you wanted to get into Daisy, you have about 6 more weeks, 5 more weeks, and then you're going to have to go into the next phase, which I'm not even sure what that is right now. So if you're looking at getting in and what's been working and working really well for 3 years, you have about 6 more weeks left. So with that, I'm going to play the update call that they did on January 2nd. So enjoy that. It's like the typical call. It's like an hour long, but that's basically what you see on the screen here is the big updates. And I'll talk to you guys soon.
All right, well let's get started. We're also live on YouTube, guys. Welcome everybody. Great to have you with us. And let's rock and roll, guys. Should we just jump into the slideshow today, or you guys want to share some Happy New Year thoughts?
Yeah,
Let's just jump.
we are not dressed as Santa Clauses today, right?
But we got some presents.
But yes, we got some gifts. We got some presents.
There you go. Yeah.
No, we saw in our chats, right? A lot of pictures, a lot of like greetings for Happy New Year, right? So of course, for some people, it's the most important day of the year. So of course, we wish everybody Happy New Year. And like you said, Jeremy, so for Daisy, it's been almost 3 years, right? So 1 week from today, it's exactly 3 years since we pre-launched, I would say, right? So this is a big celebration. So it's Happy New Year for Daisy as well, right? Not just
Yeah.
It really is. Yeah.
not just for the whole planet, but like for our community. The baby is gonna be 3 years old. Very soon.
January 9, 10.
Yeah, January 9, 10, 1 week.
Yeah, this time of year always brings back for the last 3 years those it's just vivid memories, right? We were in such a intense level of creative thinking and vision, and this is when we were on the calls with developers. I mean, it felt like 24 hours a day, right? And preparing, and I think right around this time, everyone was finishing their Excel sheets for the pre-launch, right? It was nonstop. This time of year in 2021, it felt like we were giving birth is really what it felt like.
Also, Jeremy, right now we are 24 hours on the Zooms from 5 in the morning to 4 in the morning every day, 7 days a week, all the holidays, New Year's, everything. It's the
Yeah,
same thing. We're getting ready
it's still the same. It's still the
for a
same.
next, yeah. And for the next project, we've been spending a lot of time. But you called yesterday, Jeremy, and said you called me. Ilya was on a flight. You called me and you said you're thinking back in 3 years what has happened, how much
Yeah.
you know, if you think back, you step back and think in 3 years people were able to make so many people, not just like 100. There's thousands of people created over 3 years, created lifetime residual income.
Yeah,
Guys,
it's phenomenal.
we're Daisy is actually really starts in February 21st because that's when your residual income is truly residual. You are in residual income 100% reward and reward year after year after year after year. I mean, I don't know how else to put it. It is the dream. That's what
Yeah,
people, this is why
that's
people join network marketing. This is what they want. I never seen a single project where you can
that's
uh, focus on building something else and generate residual income.
yeah, that's exactly what we envisioned 3 years ago. And now it's so cool to see it in action, right? In reality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the whole dream, right? And it's gosh, I mean, just guys, let that settle in. I mean, really think about the power of what we've achieved together. As far as I know, never in the history of this industry has there been a project like this where you can literally build, like you said, Edward, one time. And I mean, guys, this is massive. Think about this. We're ending the Daisy Endotech crowd fund. We're no longer receiving new funds as of February 21st, but every single person who's joined Daisy, who's built Daisy, who's been a part of Daisy from day one, has a passive residual income that continues and continues and continues even after February 21st when we stop bringing in any more new tiers, any more momentum packs. That residual income continues potentially for life. I mean, that's just absolutely powerful. And then when you combine that with the model that everyone has built, anyone who's built with Daisy, you've built a network. You've started your network in Daisy. And now we're about to launch the next project, even bigger, even more exciting, even sexier than the first project. We're launching the second project in February, and you already have an organization that you're pre-launching with. This is massive, but it's also the reason why we have so much momentum right now as well, because I think a lot of leaders, a lot of people in the community are realizing, oh my gosh, we have a few weeks left now, and this is it. This is our final push into that residual income. And so, what you do for the next 6 weeks, or I guess it's 7 weeks now till the Dubai event, really solidifies your long-term residual income with phase one. It's going to get bigger and bigger with phase two, but this is the final opportunity. So it's just amazing what we've achieved together as a community, and it's incredible. Edward, I was even looking back to the original smart contract and just remembering and seeing because it worked great for the first
Yeah.
30 minutes, right?
Yeah,
Start
it
seeing
was,
the
oh
timeouts,
man, it was
timeout.
such a tough times, but it's good. It it's good. You know, Jeremy, you
Yeah,
just mentioned something. You said it's gonna get bigger and bigger. What's interesting, uh, if people will focus on building new project, but their residual income is gonna grow bigger and bigger.
yeah, yeah. Even with the original project,
Yeah, yeah, with original project. That's what I'm talking. With original project, it's
Exactly.
gonna
So
get bigger and bigger. And where have you seen that? It's not
yeah,
just it's
yeah,
not
it's like
just
Edward,
receiving.
it's yeah, it is like multiple income generator, basically, right? So it's a huge launch pad. We can call it this way, I guess, right? With a referral component attached, right? So the more you develop,
Diversification.
the bigger it becomes, and everybody will have multiple income streams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Within one project. Yeah. Incredible.
Yeah.
That's some
All right,
exciting.
let's dive in. Let's dive into the PowerPoint because we do have some really exciting announcements to make today, guys. All right. All right, let's go through some slides today. So, guys, we don't have to really say it, but let's say it. Be at the Dubai event on February the 21st. Come and celebrate our journey and launch our future. That's really the theme of this event. We're going to celebrate what we've achieved together, and it's going to be incredible. And we are going to be launching our future, the next project for Daisy. And guys, if you really think about how this puts us on the map, you know, just the fact that we're all here 3 years later, when so many projects have come and gone, come and gone, come and gone. We see that every single day in this industry. We've built on a solid foundation, a real foundation. And as Edward always says, we're literally just getting started. So as we come together to celebrate and launch our future, we hope that every single person in the Daisy community, even if you've never been to a Daisy event, that you will support this event. We're asking you. We are putting every single thing that we have into this event, into the launch of the next project. And guys, we promise you what's coming next is bigger and better than anything that we've ever seen before. It's so disruptive. I mean, you can't end a chapter like we're ending right now with the Endotech crowdfund and go to a new chapter unless the new chapter is even bigger and even better. And that's exactly what we have in our hands. And you'll get to really see that at the Dubai event. Massive announcements will be launched. The event pools, of course, will be compounded for all attendees so that all of the new funds continue to go in there. We expect, and this is big, we expect a sold out event when the news release about our next project comes out. And this is huge. You'll understand more over the next couple of weeks. You're going to start to see some news releases coming out. You're going to start to see some of the leaders that you're working with posting some live videos from some of the private events that we will be releasing. And so, guys, there's some big news coming in January. And when that news gets out, there's no doubt in our minds that this is going to be a sold out event. And when we say a sold out event, what we mean is actually people that are not in Daisy right now that are going to hear about this next project. They're going to buy tickets and be at this event because of some of the celebrities, so to speak, that are going to be releasing this information into the marketplace. And so this is going to be a sold out event. And we want it to be sold out with Daisy members, right? We know that we're going to sell the event out because there'll be a lot of non-Daisy members that'll be coming to hear this announcement live and in person. But we want that stadium to be filled with Daisy members. And so please, we invite you, if you've never been to one of our events, if you have been unsure about going all in with this project, come to Dubai. Habibi, come to Dubai. The Limitless 2024 event is going to be absolutely game changing. And we hope every single one of you will be there. So go to limitless2024.com. You can use your current wallet with Daisy to purchase your ticket. And we hope to see you there. So let's keep moving on because we got a lot to cover here today. So let's talk again about just some quick highlights on the next project. And then on the next slide, we're going to share some announcements with you today. So number one, guys, our next project is even bigger and more disruptive than the first. I know it's hard to imagine, but trust us when we tell you it's that big. In the new project, we are partnering with some of the biggest global media companies and public figures in the world today. The project has been in phase 1 development for 18 months with over $30 million already invested. So this is not a startup that's getting off the ground. This is a project that is literally been a full-time project for hundreds of people for the last 18 months, and over 30 million has already been invested into that project. The current market participation in the current the new project category is over 3 billion people. That means over 3 billion people right now, today in the world, are engaged in the market category that we're going to be going into next. The project is projected to be the biggest disruptor in its industry. And so this is a massive industry that we're going to announce. But this project is predicted to be the biggest disruptor within that industry. Jaw-dropping category creator where 9 out of 10 people will join. This is one of those things where the majority of people that watch the video will be releasing the videos at the Dubai event, but literally just by sharing a video with most people that you share the video with are going to say, hey, I want to be a part of this. This is incredible. And they're going to join you. So it just has a viral component to it. We expect 1.2 billion in contributions during our 6-month founders launch. And so this next project, we're going to have a 6-month founders launch, and we expect 1.2 billion in contributions during that 6-month period from the Dubai event. Again, be at the Dubai event no matter what it takes. It's that big. And so, again, we invite every single person who's a part of DayZ. Join us, be here. Even if you haven't been plugged in, you haven't been a part of our previous events, this is your chance. This is your chance to come and say, I'm here. I'm a part of this movement. Bring your power, bring your energy, and together we're going to see the future and create the future. And we promise you will not be disappointed. So, guys, let's talk about some great announcements that we have here today. We're going to go one by one here on these. And Edward, Ilya, I'm going to invite you guys to jump in on a couple of these as well. So first of all, we know that there were some glitches with the performance fees. We know that some of the platforms, like for example, the CoinZoom platform that many of you use to purchase your USDT, has been down for wires. That should be up and running this week. So we want to extend the momentum, the 8515 momentum packs until January the 15th. And so 2 more weeks, guys, on the 8515 momentum packs. We know that many of you are wanting to upgrade or contribute more to the momentum packs before the crowdfund ends. We know that many new people are joining DayZ right now. So they will have an additional 2 weeks to take full advantage of the 8515 momentum pack. Second huge announcement. We have set aside 10 million USDT from the performance fees this year to be placed into a live trade account for those who purchased DayZ tokens in 2021. This is huge because we realize that we're getting ready to launch a new project. And one thing about our leadership and the culture here at DayZ is it's always the community first. It's always, we want to make sure that every promise we've ever made, we deliver on, and that if there's a situation where any member of DayZ is not winning, we want to make sure that we make that situation right. And certainly in 2021, when we did the token pre-sale, it was a 20, yeah, I think it was 2021. When we did the token pre-sale, that has not been a win for our community, right? We didn't see the Uplift platform explode the way we hoped that it would. There's some things that happened that not everyone is aware of. The original person who we trusted to lead this project, who brought this idea to us, literally disappeared pretty quickly from the project. And so we had to navigate that project with the inside team without the original team in place, right? And so that was a difficult situation. So what we're doing is placing 10 million USDT into live trading, and that'll go live over the next couple to few weeks. We'll make the announcement, and that pool of funds is going to be used to reimburse, to do a buyout. We'll have more details at the Dubai event, but we're going to use that pool of funds to make sure that every single person who contributed to the Daisy token, the Uplift platform, is reimbursed or made right for those purchases. And so we just want to keep our word. We want to make sure that in Daisy, we have an environment where everybody wins. And when we have a situation where something happens where we didn't win together, then we want to always make sure to make that right. So, Edward, Ilya, anything that you want to
Yeah, Jeremy, what I wanted to add, this doesn't mean that Uplift is gonna stop its activity or something, right?
Yes,
This is very important because Uplift is operating quite successfully, as we mentioned multiple times, right? So Uplift is in the process of restructuring, and we will probably share some news in Dubai about Uplift and its future, right? So it's going into a very exciting direction out of crypto space. It will still be in crypto space, but it's also going into traditional crowdfunding as well, right? So we're in the process of acquiring some licenses. So Uplift is doing okay, and the team is doing very well, right? So, but the Daisy token story, Jeremy, like you said, of course, it's a separate conversation. So we decided
and look, that could change, right? Like yeah, the roadmap is still there and in place. It looks like we're entering into a bull run right now, right? So potentially, we could see a big turnaround, but we want to make sure that there's an insurance policy in place, and we want to make sure that in the worst case scenario, every single person who did participate in that project comes out a winner.
100%. Yes, and this is a common question that we get from our community. So it's very, I think, Jeremy, it's good timing, like beginning of the year, right, to address it, just to make sure that we are on top of it. So we are aware that people asking this question. So we will make sure that everybody is feeling good about Uplift and basically Daisy token situation.
Absolutely. Love it. All right. Next up on the announcement list, version 2 of the back office will be made permanent on January 10th. So on January 10th, when you go to the regular daisy.global, instead of it being the original back office, it will automatically be the version 2 of the back office. And we know there's been some glitches. I believe you said those have been updated overnight. And so everything should be working great. And that new office will go live for everyone on January 10th. It'll be the main back office. All right, this is a big one. Edward, I'm gonna come to you on this one as well. But guys, this is huge. And so one of the biggest questions that we get all of the time is, are we going to see an increase in performance like we saw in 2022 and the beginning of 2023? Are we going to see those 20% months and so on? And the answer is absolutely yes. In fact, it's coming very soon. And so this is huge. Over the next couple of weeks, couple of months, we will see a dramatic increase, and it may not be overnight, right? It may be progressive, but we're going to see an increase in performance throughout 2024. And this is huge. And Edward is much more experienced and well-versed in how these things work on the back end. I'll give you my simple version of it, and then we'll throw it to Edward to cover the details. And so as we grew, as the size of the fund grew, one of the things that also obviously grows is the demand on liquidity, right? And if you're using, for example, right now we have, call it 600 million in live trading. And if you use, for example, 100x leverage, that's not 600 million. It's actually 60 billion, right, in trade execution. And so in order to be able to use the higher leverage with this type of amount of funds, we need to further diversify. We have multiple brokerages and liquidity providers that we already work with, but we reached our capacity of trading volume when it comes to liquidity. And so the leverage was less than what we were originally able to use. And so the solution to that is we are now connecting to additional brokerages and liquidity providers that will allow us to spread out the funds through more outlets and will allow us to increase the leverage to what we had in 2022. And so this is very, very exciting news. And the team is working on that day in and day out. And over the next few days, couple of weeks, few weeks, we will be able to see more and more increase in performance because we'll be able to actually increase the leverage in the trading when all of that is in place. So Edward, I'll throw it over to you to give maybe a better version of that situation. But this is huge news. This is absolutely huge news. It means that we're going to see in 2024 the type of performance and results that we saw in the first year of the forex trading. And so this is massive, massive incentive for everyone to get your upgrades in, join Daisy, because we're getting ready to really turn up the heat when it comes to the forex performance. So Edward, I'll throw it to you, man.
Yeah, Jeremy, I found when you have the video on, it's more exciting listening to you. I don't know if you know the video is.
Oh, I didn't realize that my video was on. Sorry.
I feel like an old days radio, listening to radio without the video, because it's so much more exciting to see expression when you speak, right? Yeah, basically I repeat what you just said, maybe in a little bit different words, right? But I think you can do. I think you did better than I would. By going into adding more forex brokerage companies, we could actually have our traders use full capacity of funds, because we have some trades with a big already leverage, but not full capacity. We can do so much more, basically increase leverage, but we need more brokerage companies. And like you said, it's not going to take overnight. Most likely it'll take between 30 days, maybe up to 60 days, but realistic 30 days is very realistic to get everything. We're in the process now, adding another few brokerages. We're in a process already, so it could be fairly fast. And then we have the trader, we have everything. It's just to diversify more into brokerages and go into full capacity in trading. So that's going to be exciting, because the only thing is I wish I mean, you can, as you grow, you have to do this either way. But if this would happen earlier, people would actually see better. But everyone who's everyone is in a good stand, because you'll be pleasantly surprised seeing later on more and more, and you will wish you could add more money, but maybe that chance will come later after who knows when.
Yeah, it's going to be incredible. I know it's a question I get, a lot is, hey, well, when are we going to see performance increase? So we're excited that it's going to be soon, very, very soon. We're going to see that increased performance, and I hope it's before Dubai, right? That's all of our fingers are crossed.
Yes.
Like, man, we want to see it before Dubai. That'll
I
be
think we will.
great momentum in Dubai.
With what we have right now going on in the process, I think we should start seeing it towards end of this month. We should start seeing it, because it should be on, maybe even faster. It could
Maybe
be
that's it.
very
And it
fast.
it won't be all at once either, right? Like that's the other thing is as each as each new account is opened up with the liquidity or whatever brokerage or whatever it is, it'll progressively happen, right? So anyway,
Exactly.
it's exciting news. It's going to be the biggest. I believe it'll be the biggest year of performance that we've had, because if you think about 2022, trading went live in April, right? April 5th or something, I believe it
Yeah.
was. And it was a great year, right? It was an incredible year of compound results and performance. And we didn't start that year until April. So if we're able to really turn up the performance in, let's say, January or February of this year, and have an entire full year of highest level performance possible, guys, it's just going to be incredible for residual, for everybody's passive rewards. It's going to be amazing. So stay
Jeremy,
tuned. We'll keep you
same
guys
thing.
updated.
Yeah, Jeremy, same thing for number two, the 10 million that is going to be placed in the trading
Yeah,
shortly.
yeah.
I mean, it's already, you know, planning to be in with another broker. So it's going to be as growing as fast. It's exciting.
Yeah, exactly. It's going to be massive. So every bonus pool, everything connected to the performance is going to be electric in 2024. So that's good news, right? Good news for everybody. Let's move on. So this is big too. It kind of ties into what we're talking about on the performance, and that is the performance fee charges. As you guys know, every 6 months we have an automatic charge where the performance fees are charged automatically to everyone in the community every 6 months, right? And the reason that that's in place is so that if for those that are a majority of people do not withdraw profits. Actually, it's very smart to not withdraw your rewards. The majority of people in Daisy are compounding their profits, and then when they reach certain levels, they'll say, "Okay, now I'm going to withdraw some of my profits." And so, what happened was, I guess it was, what was it, Edward? December
16th. December
Yeah,
16th, because 15th was processed.
yeah,
Everything was processed, but 16th we had a big glitch or something. Yeah.
yeah. So we know there's a lot of people that have performance fees that have been charged, and you see that in your back office as pending, as a pending transaction. So what happened was on December 16th, there was not enormous, but larger than normal amount of performance fees that were being charged. And it was random because it was on a random date. It wasn't some date where we should have had a lot of charges. And so we reached out to the team and said, hey, there's a higher level of performance charges, and there was a glitch somewhere. We don't even to this day they don't know what caused that, but there was a glitch that was happening where people were getting charged who were not supposed to be getting charged. And our biggest concern on that was our crypto AI members, those that joined with cryptocurrency and had their crypto funds transferred to forex. Were not They were still in losses, right? They hadn't recovered all their profits, or they had just reached the profit mark, and it wasn't fair to charge them. And so anyway, when we went to try to update the system, it created a glitch, and everybody's performance fees have been on hold. So here's what we're doing. This is really, really big news, really big news. What we're doing is we're pausing all 6-month performance fee charges. So starting actually 2 weeks ago, it's paused. And at the Dubai event, we're going to reset the 6-month performance fee date for all members at the Dubai event. What this is going to do is a couple of things. One, it's going to allow for additional compounding as we plan for the increased performance. And so instead of your 30% charge being taken out of trading, it's going to stay in trading for an additional set of months to experience really the momentum of the new performance and the compounding that takes place. We'll also be refreshing the system over the next few days, and all of the current pending fees will be canceled out. The good news is that anyone who has pending performance fees right now, your funds are actually still in live trading, and you'll see that when everything updates. But those fees are actually not withdrawn; they're still in trading, and you have not missed out on any of the performance or any of the compounding. But we want to make sure that every single person in Daisy wins. And we want to make sure that the next 6 months, with the increase in performance, that we really maximize that win. The other thing it'll do is it's going to make it much easier now for the system and for operations to happen, because now the performance fees will be twice a year for the entire community. And this is powerful. That means that for those of you that are building and have built residual income, of course, you'll have your regular performance fees from withdrawals, but every 6 months, there'll be this massive bonus that pays out. It'll be higher than normal because of the compounding and because we're increasing the trading. So that 6-month performance fee and that 6-month performance bonus will be very significant for everyone in the community, but it'll allow us to really take advantage of the increased performance and really allow everyone the opportunity, for those that came in from crypto and you're in forex, you're going to be in some really exciting profits within those next 6 months. So Edward, Ilya, I don't know if I explained that correctly, so I'll again throw it to you guys to clear it up.
I think you explained it very well. I
Yeah,
wouldn't do any better.
we would
Okay.
not be able to explain, Jeremy, like you did.
Basically, Jeremy, I'll just add to it. On December 16th, we had 8 times performance fees showed it's triggered, and a lot of them were not supposed to be. So going one by one and reset them, it's pretty much not possible to figure out which one is right, which one is not. So and this came up later, and then we have another crypto coming up, charges, which is not ready for it and has to come up. So this is the best, and it's not only the best solution, it's actually it's like a present. Like we have several different Ilya said Santa Claus, and then I thought of presents. We have Daisy talking 10 million from performance fees that we were charging. We placing now taking these funds and placing them in the trade to to reward people for being so long in it, and then you can compound as long as you want. And of course, just to make sure, when it says no performance fees charges, even though it says performance fees, and you said this, Jeremy, once you withdraw, whenever you withdraw, you can withdraw every week. And whenever you withdraw, the performance fees gets charged then, because you already withdraw, so the performance fees has to charge. But if you don't withdraw and you're compounding, now you have a lot more power to compound, because it's become stronger and bigger.
Yeah, awesome. So good. So hopefully that's good news. I know a lot of you were asking, and that's one of the reasons that we also extended the momentum packs to January 15th, is we know a lot of people have been in that situation. So we will be, I guess, over the next few days, the team will be clearing the cache and cache, whatever it's called, and we will continue to compound. So good news for those that were coming up for their performance fee charges. And then the last thing is, we're currently waiting for the crypto AI to prove itself before we reconnect. We get a lot of questions. Hey, what's the update on the crypto AI? What's happening there? We had a great call with Dr. Anna a few days ago. And what we can tell you is that the Endotech team is working continuously to complete the development, and we will keep you updated. The biggest thing for us is that we really want to make sure that we see a consistent 2-3 months of performance, consistent execution with the crypto AI, and then we will be confident to move funds back into the crypto AI. But right now, the forex trading team is just crushing it, and we're doing everything necessary so that we can maximize leverage on that side of the fund. It's going to be an amazing year on that side. When the crypto AI has had consistent performance for 2 to 3 months, and we see that, we will be making announcements when that time comes, and we'll keep everyone updated. So, Edward, I know you've worked real closely with Dr. Ann and Endotech these last 3 years. Anything you want to say about that?
No, just you said it. We several times were thought we're ready, and apparently there were some things unseen, unforeseen, and we will not repeat the same mistake. We'll just wait. And I just remember what happened before this call, when you had a 2023, and Ilya said, "Oh, it's 2023," or something like that, and I go like, I just thought of that movie, I don't know if people know this movie. I forgot the name of it, where a person wakes up every morning and he relives that same.
Oh, yeah.
And I go like, man, if we would relive the 2023, and we already had this experience, but you know what? We're reliving it in 2024. We're going forward. We're not going to repeat the same mistake. So basically, what we'll do is we'll wait, make sure everything works, make sure Endotech itself 100% says, okay, we're ready. Then we'll go from there. Right now, it just everything at work.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. And we'll have more news, more announcements on that. Obviously, guys, the completion of this crypto AI is going to be huge for the Endotech side of things. Of course, everyone has equity in Endotech, and so this is going to be a big achievement. We believe it's going to all be executed in 2024, and it's going to really put Endotech then in the position publicly that we know that they're capable of, that we've dreamed of with them. So it's going to be a great year in 2024 on that side of things as well. We just want to make sure that everything is really ready before we actually take that step again. So we'll keep everybody updated. We'll have some big announcements in Dubai around that as well. So that being said, guys, let's talk about the closing of the crowdfunding phase. Again, we've reached all of our targets. So congratulations to every one of you. We thought we would reach those targets even quicker than we did. We didn't expect the challenges that we've had the last 3 years, but it's exciting that as of a couple of months ago, we officially crossed the 500 million contribution target in live trading. And we achieved the goals with the crowdfunding targets. And so this is a huge accomplishment. Again, from the very beginning of Daisy, everyone knew this is a crowdfunding model. Endotech is our first project. We're going to crush that. We're going to explode momentum. We're going to reach our goals, and then we're going to move to the next project and so on. And so we have many, many exciting projects in the future for the next 10 years. We know it. We believe it. And we know this next project is absolutely a game changer. So congratulations to everyone for reaching the goal. And we know the next 6 weeks are huge because it's the last opportunity everyone has. We'll talk about that. So new contributions will close on February 21st at the Dubai event. So that is the official deadline for everyone to get their upgrades in. Of course, the momentum packs and all of that great stuff. All members will continue to benefit from the amazing trading performance. Nothing will change. Those that are in are in. And trust me, this is a VIP club that you want to be in, right? And we all have people in our network that we care about, that we love. You want them to be in, because once this becomes private and there's no more access to what we have, I promise you, anyone that's not a part of the Daisy Fund is going to wish that they were. So we've got 6 weeks left to get that message out and to maximize the opportunity. All residual rewards and bonus pools will continue to pay out with no interruption. So nothing changes in the model. You continue to receive the rewards. The next 6 weeks could be your biggest 6 weeks of momentum. And so we know that for the leaders, this is it. This is the moment. And we hope for every single one of you, you'll take advantage of these next 6 weeks, because it's only going to get bigger after the Dubai event, right? And so what we do together the next 6 weeks, close out this chapter with massive momentum. You're really setting yourself up for some long-term momentum, not just in the Daisy Fund, but in the next project that is launching as well. And I thought this was kind of neat. We used to say it's the best time to join Daisy, right? We said now's the best time to join Daisy. But now we get to say it's the last time you can join Daisy. Guys, that is powerful. That's a powerful moment in the market. For those that have not yet been a part of this project, this is their opportunity to lock that in. And for every single person who's in the Daisy community, this is your opportunity to maximize your momentum packs before we close the crowdfunding phase. So again, it's the last time you can join Daisy. That is so powerful. Edward, Ilya, that really is powerful. Just saying it out loud, like this is
Exactly.
the last time you can
Last
join
chance.
Daisy. That's a powerful statement.
Yeah. A message for all the leaders who actually participated 3 years ago at this time in pre-launch. And everybody knows that there was pre-launch. The way we started, we talked about with leaders, and we started on a Excel spreadsheet. A personal that all the personal leaders that I brought, and Ilya and Jeremy, right? You guys, what we did is, and all the leaders, people were allowed only put 4 names, 5 names, 3 names, depends, which leader, like a solid people to bring and put it in the paper, right? And we were only able to, because it was manual, we were only able to preset, and then from there we were able to massive launch, right?
Yeah.
Now, before now, actually, when we had first Dubai event, it was only for leaders, space setters. I had several, not one, not two. I didn't remember how many, several. Some of the guys I remember like very closely because some of them had tears on their eyes. They come up, I know they come up also to you, Jeremy, to you, Ilya. They come up personally to me and said, we made more money in day one, in one day with Daisy, than we made ever in 1 year.
Yeah.
Today, they are best leaders. They are in all events. They building it right. Now, guys, if you could only realize what you had 3 years, like what you can have now, you can have easily in one day our next project launch in one day what you had in the last 3 years, not in that one day when we launched, but all through 3 years, because every single person you brought and everyone you bring in right now, they're not in your Excel spreadsheet. They are hard coded in a smart contract. They're already with you.
Yeah. Yeah.
All your job is to make sure they're all connected and they all know what is coming and have them unlimited, enroll people unlimited, because you're not only building you're not only building a residual with Daisy, you also pre-building your new business. It's like a double, you're building one business, but it's happening another business. Like you're doing, I don't know, like, you shoot with one bullet, two rabbits. I don't know if they say this in English, like
Yeah.
you shoot one and but you kill two.
Yeah. No, that's
Yeah.
Anyway,
right.
They say
That's
so.
it's
I've
right.
heard that kill two birds with one stone.
yeah, there
Yeah,
you
that's
go. We say it in different languages, different animals, I guess. Yeah.
yeah.
It's
Anyway,
so true.
And
It's
it's
so true, Edward. So true.
it's Edward, and it's 100 times more people we have now hard coded on the blockchain compared to 3 years ago when we put all those spreadsheets together. Think
yeah,
about
and
this.
it wasn't hard-coded. In the spreadsheets, we
Yeah,
also made
50 times,
mistakes.
100 times more,
Yeah.
right? With all the languages, all the materials we're going to provide. I mean, you cannot compare, obviously.
And a proven history. This is not
Of course,
back then. We
which is
were
the
just
most important.
starting, right? It was like now and those who know, there's only a handful people know about this project, the Phuket people. And I actually want to say this, Jeremy, maybe you can help. I make sure people understand and people don't get offended why they not signing NDA and seeing and hearing about this project. Why we didn't choose. Those people earn it. Those people not just decide to buy a ticket and come to Phuket. No, we bought them tickets. We flew them for big. Why? Because we had a contest, and we do it every year. We're going to have a contest with another contest announced probably a Dubai event for the new, right? For the
Yep.
next event. And I'm telling you, you want to be in our next event, big time. And the next, because we'll pay for everything. It'll be top, best of the best resorts. Those people earn it. They qualified such a high numbers. They did such a big numbers. Those people we consider they are like personal partners, business partners. We are doing everything together. We listen to them. We work together. Those are the founders together with us. We all, basically it's a crowdfunding and everybody's founder here, right? But anyway, so just to make it clear, this is not a pay setter leader. This is not a pay setter. Those are all big ranks. Those are big achievements. But those 30 people, 29 people that qualified, uh, they qualified for it. They earned it. They
They
earned to
did. They
know
did five. They
this is
did
amazing.
5 million in unilevel
Yep.
volume in
In a
six
very in
month
a very
period. Yeah.
small period, and in a period when we actually had some downtimes.
Yeah.
We transitioned to crypto. Crypto didn't kick in. It didn't work out. we were waiting for a few months. There was, so some of them did this in a couple months, in 1 month. I mean, I know people were there who did it in 1 month, people who did it in 2 months, 5 million in sales.
So
And it's a 50%, yeah.
yeah, Edward, I think. Sorry, Jeremy.
No, good.
Yeah, I think you brought a very good point, Edward. So what we want everybody to understand, it's not a group of people that will join in the future all our leadership events, right? Because every time it's going to be different people. We do expect that majority of those people who came to Phuket will be with us next year, right? But it's going to be fair competition again, which we will announce in Dubai. And we expect, of course, new faces, new people to show up on our next event, leadership event. So
Yeah, we
it's
didn't choose
our
them.
culture.
Exactly. We were not the ones for choosing them.
Yeah.
They choose themselves.
Yeah.
You are the creator of your future. You create your own future.
Well, and
Yeah.
the funny part is it was actually those leaders who made a very good decision uh, to say this is too big to announce to
Another
everyone.
thing.
Yeah, they said
It
it's
wasn't
too
us.
too big. It's too.
Yeah,
We need to. They said they're the ones who said we need to roll this out at Dubai and shock the world, right, with this project. So don't
exactly.
worry about not knowing you don't need to know the details yet. It's not even important because right now Daisy Endotech is what's available for those that get involved with Daisy now. They are in position to launch and explode momentum with the next project. And trust us when we say good things are worth waiting for. Be at the Dubai event because this next project is absolutely that big, and we want to protect it. We want to make sure that it's rolled out the right way with maximum momentum, with all of the tools and resources in place to launch. And we're going to do. We learned, Edward. You said it earlier. We don't get to relive 2023, but we do get to live 2024 with 2023's experience, right? And
Exactly.
so we've learned from the journey, we've learned from the experiences the last 3 years, and trust us when we say we are preparing for the best, most powerful launch that the industry's ever seen, and we're doing it the right way. And so right now, guys, we get to focus the next couple weeks on momentum. You can actually qualify for this pre-launch promo over the next 6 weeks. This promotion started last month and it's cumulative, so all the volume counts. But you can actually unlock 5 generations in the next project. You can unlock 8 generations in the next project, and you can unlock all 10 generations in the next project based upon what you do before the Dubai event. Here's how that works. You can unlock 5 generations of bonuses in the next project by having 25,000 in team volume between now and the Dubai event. And this, what was the date, guys, that we opened this up? Was it December 15th? When did we, or December 10th? December 10th, we did the global call. Is that right?
Yes.
Yep. So from December 10th until February 21st, have 25,000 in team volume and have 2 personal referrals at tier 5 or above from December 10th to the Dubai event. You do that and you automatically start the next project getting paid on 5 generations. To get paid on 8 generations from day one of the new project, have 200,000 in team volume between December 10th and the Dubai event, have 5 new personal referrals at tier 5 or above between December 10th and the Dubai event, and make a personal new contribution to tier 5 or above between now and the Dubai event. If you do that, you unlock 8 generations. Now, what is it going to take? When we launch the new model, you would need to have 1 million in unilevel volume to unlock all 8 generations. But if you achieve 200,000 in volume in Daisy between now and the Dubai event, you unlock those 8 generations. And lastly, if you unlock 8 generations, but you're a pace setter leader and you make that achievement, you unlock all 10 generations. And so if you achieve the 8 generation unlock and you achieve pace setter leader, or you're already a pace setter leader, you automatically unlock all 10 generations. And the 50% rule does apply to those volume requirements. Guys, this is massive. If you understood how big this is massive. This is a moment to go all in on Daisy, a moment to really, really take advantage of the final 6 weeks of the Daisy crowdfund. This is so huge. And then position yourself and position your team for the launch of the next project. Biggest opportunity we've ever had in the history of Daisy is right now. The next 6 weeks, for those that take advantage of it, biggest momentum you've ever had. And most importantly, you're setting yourself up for massive momentum going into the next project.
Yeah. And now, Jeremy, everybody can see in the back office exactly how much volume they achieved, right? So how much volume they need to achieve to qualify for this. So this is powerful because last time we made this announcement, it wasn't yet active in the back office. So it took us some time. Yeah. So now everybody can check and just we have multiple, actually, so many leaders, they're excited, even though they don't know what exactly is coming, right? But they see the excitement, they trust their leaders, right? So they're just coming back to us and telling us, okay, I will unlock generation 8, or I will unlock generation 5. I put this goal. So this is powerful.
Absolutely. And look, in the month of January, there's going to be some news released, and so you'll know a little bit about what's coming next in the next few weeks, next couple of weeks. So that'll be exciting as well. But you're exactly right. I mean, this is all you need to know, guys, is this is bigger than our first project, right? And so it's hard to imagine, I know, but this is even bigger than our first project with Endotech, and we're just going to continue to grow and go to the next levels together. So it's going to be huge. And again, it all comes together at the Dubai event. So be there, just be there, be with us on February 21st. Lock in your tickets, limitless2024.com. We're going to make history together. We're going to shock the world on February 21st. It's going to be so beautiful, so powerful, such an amazing energy together. And we hope every single one of you and every single person in your team will be with us in Dubai on February the 21st.
Yeah. Jeremy, I wish we could share, because we're making calls with our organizers, right, with production company. I wish we could share some ideas that we are discussing right now, right? So how it's going to look, Coca-Cola Arena, what kind of production we're preparing. It's going to be so powerful, so exciting. So we've been preparing for the last few weeks already. So we are in the process of very intensive calls, like almost daily calls, I would say, right? Because this is our next and very big benchmark and target. So we need to be very professional. And we learned, like Edward said, from our past. In the past, we did few mistakes, right? We becoming better and better. And now we have very good team. So everything is going to be very smooth, including, of course, the process of registration. Right? It's not going to be that chaos or disaster like we had last time, right? In Dubai, when people line up, and standing for a couple hours in the streets outside just to get in. So we guarantee it's not going to repeat this time, right? Everything is going to be very professional. So event is going to be powerful.
And it's in Coca-Cola Arena. It's a very massive entry, so it's a lot more. Easier.
It's more convenient.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm just excited to fill up the Coca-Cola Arena. We've been talking about this for 3 years, and the time has come.
I can't wait for this moment. It's not the whole event from beginning to the end, everything is going to be amazing, and
it is.
You don't want to miss it. So awesome. All right, well, we love you guys. What an amazing journey we're all on together. 2024 is the year. It's the year. Let's kick this year off with massive momentum. Let's set the pace. Let's set the trajectory of 2024 as we kick off this year. And guys, we appreciate you. So let's rock and roll. We're right at the 1 hour mark. So we'll post the replays in all the translations and in the official Telegram channel. And we'll see everybody real soon. Thanks, guys.